I'm going to be giving away a bunch of Hogyoku fragments, true Hogyoku fragments, and skill boxes in my Discord. So if you want to enter any of those giveaways, join the link in the description. Alright boys, we got some huge news, and I wish I was trolling. It's actually massive. Now, as we all know, the balance team for Type Soul has been making some pretty poor decisions. Like, for example, the Benihime nerf, where they just gut it to the ground and then they have to rebuff it. It honestly just seems like, why did you nerf it that much in the first place? I don't get it. And a lot of their decisions, sometimes they'd be nerfing things that don't need nerfs, or, you know, buffing things that really don't need buffs. A lot of people still complain about Hakata, for example, and nobody's changed any of that. They did say they were reworking it though in the future, but I haven't said anything so far. I'm not gonna say anything until we hear some more news on that revamp. But the big bread that we want to talk about today, I'll talk about a little update that we got earlier. But basically what Cetro says here is, from this season onward, if you are at least top 10, you'll be considered a part of the balance team. Now that line alone is massive. If you're top 10 on the leaderboard in ranked, you're gonna have a lot of say in what needs to be changed, what needs to be fixed in the next updates, you know what I mean? And it really feels like the community gets more of a say in what happens, and we get a more mixed opinion instead of just the same balance team and the same people doing it, because this is going to be rotating in and out. If you're a public player and interested in becoming a part of the balance team, there will always be other chances to do so later in the future. I'm not biased, and I'll take all consideration into account. Now, this is true. I do see him even taking my opinions into account, especially because I've made videos before on like things that need to be fixed, and they got fixed. I want to make it clear that most balancing decisions are mine. However, there are some decisions that licked region nerf recently that weren't mine. And while I don't really care about getting hate, since that's always going to be a thing, people will always not agree with each other. If you're constantly being obtuse or unintentionally acute about a balance, why is he referencing math? What are we doing? But ultimately, we just want the game to be in a better state. Now, this is good because they realize that the balancing has been an issue recently. To be honest, I think that the entire game is moving to a state where everything is going to get nerfed. And the more things that we nerf hard, the more things we're going to want to also nerf. So for example, say they gutted like Sonata Flow, made Sonata Flow have a bunch of wind up or something like that, and they increase the cooldown, lower the damage. That's going to make people want to choose Kendo less, because generally Sonata Flow is the best skill box because it does so much damage, comes out really fast, it can combo out of a lot of things, and generally that's like the big reason people want 25 Kendo as a whole. They either want Sonata Flow or Eviscerate. Nobody really goes for the other ones, but generally it's just Sonata Flow. So if they gutted that, then I feel like the hybrid Kendo speed build would be just a lot less used, and people would mainly go speed, or maybe even Keto or Hakata. And then those Kendo players will start complaining about every other skill tree, things that haven't been nerfed, and then that thing is going to get nerfed, and then the cycle continues. Nerf it slightly instead of very hard. But hey, that's just my opinion. I'm really excited to see who the top 10 will be in this coming month, I guess, and who will start to make the balance changes. But yeah, anyways, a little side note, they did add a bunch of new faces and stuff. I don't know if they're in the game right now because it hasn't been shut down. So since it hasn't been shut down, I don't know what's going on, but so far no shutdown. They added a bunch of new markings, a bunch of new mouths, a bunch of new eyebrows, new rear eyes, and remade every single eye in the game. That is huge, to be honest. I can't wait to see the new drip once it comes out. And yeah, by the way, I'll be streaming later for clan invites and stuff like that. So if you want to join my clan, just tune into that stream later. It's going to be about 7 p.m. EST. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about these balance changes. What do you think about the new balance team? Is it a good idea to let the top 10 players do it? Or should the community just have a bunch of polls or something? I don't know. I'm excited to see how it goes. But yeah, I'll see you next time.